Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today to see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Fielded in the end zone is Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the USF Bulls offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Quarterback on the keeper. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the return. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Mississippi State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We can't...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And they'll knock him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
You talk to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Handoff to the lone back. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He'll do it himself. He's in open space downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it in the middle. It's Sampson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable fourth down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on fourth down? I got a great opportunity right here.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get it to the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really, really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pittman. There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's McLaughlin. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
That's caught. It's Williams. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. On the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, South Florida.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Evans. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch around the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Bulls line it up with a 1st and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulls.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Finds the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out of the 26 with a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. On the option. They can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Croman home. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for space, it's Ashley. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
You kind of thought that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get down.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. They'll run play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going toward the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes a grab on the shot. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Fires left. He's got it. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Using the quick game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback moving. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Makes the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Bulls can really attack on this second and short. Bring in the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Under fire. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, in a season filled with magical moments, even more here today in this Gator Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gator Bowl.
And the Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
On target to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Rides to back and leaves it. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They
breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Bulls will hustle to the line. On the run, it's Ashley. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, USF! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run from the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering him. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
And the extra point is good. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Time to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Evans. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Sampson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st down from the 11. They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, Football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Dyer. And they can't make the play on third down.
We got a close game here in the third quarter. You're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the owner. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll leave it with him. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The offense changing the play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
There he goes! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes! Touchdown, Mississippi State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32. run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for space. It's Ashley. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Glover. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Bulls want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
The give on the option. Shakes off the defender.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Wilson to pass. There's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown Bulls! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do. When the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. A designed run for the quarterback. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Newton. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at third, looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect it.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Bulls in the hurry-up.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wilson will throw. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to throw deep right side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Running to Breed. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offense.